Never did get our Kingfisher here. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what happens if I set up the board like that, but we're moving ahead. We have a way to fight back against Leshy now after he ends the game. But first we have an option here. So we have... I forget. That's like get a new card or something? Or new, is that a challenge? There's going to be a challenge soon anyway. Last time I made a really stupid mistake with Trifurcated Strike. I got rid of a Mantis God when I didn't mean to. So is there anything that I really want to do with like combining like a certain sigil with a certain guy? I think it's more important for me to get a bunch of items. Okay, so... Cockroach came in huge handy last time, so having a way to immediately get out Cockroach might be nice. Or should I take Scissors? No, let's take Bones. Okay, Pocket Squirrel is never a bad idea. But being able to make him skip a turn is also great, so I'm going to do that. And then, oh, the goo. The goo. I'm not obsessed with either of these two options. Actually, Black Goat in a bottle would be really useful. Actually, that would be really useful. I'm going to take this, though, because I'm curious. If I lose this run, it's okay. I'm willing to do another run now that I have, like, the film and stuff like that. That sounds fun, honestly. Okay, really quick, in case I lose this run and I don't get the eye back, I want to remember what time it was in the clock to open this door, because I don't know if it's going to give me the film roll back immediately. But I think it was... yeah, 4:25 and 5 seconds. 4:51. 4:51. A warm light of the cabin cut through the thick fog. Surely your tribulations ended here. Not so surely, as I found. Well, I'm glad you guys insisted that I actually cut my eye out, because... yeah, I probably would have had to do a few more runs before I found the stunted wolf that way. Okay, so we got the big cave here. Yeah, this still tells me 11 o'clock. A rare opportunity arose. The great boons of Leshy's woods were on offer. Okay, so we have the Trial of the Fin. Draw the three drawn cards must include a card with a waterborne sigil. I do have a shark. The Trial of Rarity. The 3 drawn cards must include a rare card. Or the Trial of Skins. The 3 drawn cards must include a pelt card. Okay, so somebody was telling me in the comments the last time I was here that it was annoying me trying to figure this out without looking at my deck. Guys, I can't look at my deck here. Like, not when I'm here on the path to the cabin. It doesn't let me. So, I'm thinking I must have more rare cards than either of these, so that's what I'm going to go with. Let the Trial of Rarity begin. Great White. Not a single rare card. I would have gotten it on the Waterborne Sigil. That's too bad. Failure. Once again. The Trial of the Wings must include an Airborne Sigil. The Trial of the Swift. Or the Trial of the Ring. If you have a ring, you pass automatically. I do have a ring. Let the Trial of the Ring begin. Oh, you are wearing a fine ring. You pass, of course. Your choice of boons. Okay, so I got Bone Lord. You will start a battle with 8 bones. Boon of the Forest. You will start a battle with Grand Furs on all of your spaces. I don't know what Grand Furs are, but they probably body block for me. Or the Boon of the Magpie's Eye. I really liked this last time. When you draw from your deck, you may choose any card in your deck to draw. Yes. Man, I wish I won the first challenge, but that's okay. Just one boon? Very well. Well, sorry, Leshy. I lucked out. What can I tell you? I don't even know what cards in my deck were rare. I might not have had any rare cards, to be honest. You're back. Sit.
Well, looks like I'll have to beat him again.
Oh, how I relish this moment. Alright, give me my great smoke. 2 flames will not suffice this time. Okay, guys, last time we were here was episode 6, so I have been moving right along. This is episode 9. Okay, so, what do you actually do? I am serious, you cannot use that. There's no possible use for it. I'll place it on that shelf over there for now. My advice, avoid it. Oh. Oh, okay. So that probably does something for in the cabin. So we got an amalgam coming out, it's a 3/3, and we got Mole Man, who's the body blocker, 0/6, jumps around. So here's what I think. I think we play... What's your defense? It's only 2, unfortunately. But if we can get rid of Mole Man fast, that would be really good. So let's do Greater Smoke, sacrifice Greater Smoke for a Mole, then use that to play out the Long Elk. And let's put a Rabbit Pelt out here so that this doesn't kill my Long Elk next turn, because I prefer that. There we go. Oh, does that mean you're about to turn all my guys into gold anyway? That's what it looks like. Yeah, he's readying that attack. Okay, so... I am at your service. Am I your choice? I'll go. So I have a squirrel in my hand, so I'll be able to play something pretty easily. I don't want to play Wolf if I'm just going to have him get sacrificed right away. So... You know what? If I can hit for 8 really fast, that would be really good. So yeah, let's do Wolf. Let's do my Super Wolf. It's my Guard Dog Super Wolf, Squirrel, and then... I'm just gonna take this guy out so freaking fast. Okay, because I think he wipes his board now. Moon-soaked forest bed gave rise to shadowy figures, gasping for night air after their long and torturous slumber. Ah, yes. Okay, he did not get rid of Amalgam, but I think Guard Dog Wolf is going to jump in the way anyway, and he's going to survive 1 hit. Ah, yes. I remember that one. Okay, so... the one I really need to worry about right now is Lewis with his... 1/1, goes underwater and moves. Oh, I get another turn. That's great. That's fantastic. Then... okay, well, you're going to kill the stump and then overkill Casey. So I don't have to worry about that. You're going to jump in the way of the Amalgam. So... and I have 4 to play if I draw something good enough. Oh, and I can decide what I draw, so I will draw something good enough. I'm gonna pull out the cockroach. Excellent. Aw, you stink. Yeah, he was still preparing that. Boo, okay. And there's my old comic card. It's a 2/4 and it evolves. So, yeah. Okay, so I have another cockroach I can play on the field at least. That's cool. Let's see what else I can draw. Again, I can draw anything I want. I'm just that good. So can I get a good enough one drop that will... Yeah, my bullfrog. My bullfrog will kill Amalgam. So... let's take a bullfrog. Play cockroach. Sacrifice cockroach for bullfrog. Bullfrog kills Amalgam. Oh no. Okay. Stale fish, hard chews. You can have that. You can have that gold nugget, dude. I don't care. I do not care. Okay, the comic card is coming out, so he's going to destroy 2 of my gold nuggets. That's good. It's going to give me more room to work. Let's just draw a card. Good strong shark would be good. I also... because if he's gonna do the moon again, having Adder rules. So maybe I should be getting ready for that. Yeah, you can have that on your side of the field. That's fine. Mine now. Go fish. Okay, I don't know what the trapper is gonna do if we get to her phase, though. Okay, then I think what I want to do next is... I'll take the squirrel, play the squirrel. I can't quite play cockroach, but yes, I can. And put them both out for Adder. Unfortunately, I think the moon might hit Adder and kill it. That's a bit of a problem. This ought to work. This ought to work again. Alright, moon is back out. That's not so bad. It's not so bad. Oh yes, it still works just fine. Okay, no, but I'm going to kill Adder this turn because it's my turn. So this is no problem whatsoever. Let me bring out... I want it to be something cheap. Actually, somebody told me there was unique dialogue for playing Stinkbug against this, so I want to see it. Okay, I didn't even get it, but Stinkbug makes the moon not do any damage. Anything with Stinky, so... You're not the first to triumph over the moon. But go on. Finish it. Alright, easy. Easy. Adder is just like a perfect counter to Moon. I love that. And then... It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what I pull here. I'll pull Stunted Wolf. Okay, I don't even feel like I had the best deck, but I still won. Alright, guys. Oh, freaking K. So how's this gonna proceed? I know I have the film roll now to try and protect myself from Leshy. You had won the respect of the strange cabin's inhabitant. Your body quaked as the adrenaline of the battle subsided, leaving you with a gnawing hunger. You had not eaten for days. Is it not so? Woo! Yeah, and once again, he's gonna try and feed me this, whatever this is. Surely this food will please you. I took extra care in preparing it. Really? This does not meet your standards? Very well. Look, Leshy, if that's what you eat every day, that's fine. Stand there. I actually can't tell. My guess is that it's a pile of raw meat. Or maybe it's a pile of cooked meat, but it's just kind of like all piled on top of each other. I love the... Okay, and I can actually see the... Okay, so all this time the door that I thought was out of the cabin was actually the door to this room where he kills you. But I got the camera now. Who gave you that? You absolute ingrate! Yeah, get wrecked. That was actually scary how quickly he jumped forward. For a second I thought I messed it up because I didn't, like, hit him fast enough. Oh, that's the new game. That's the new game icon because I can't usually... Okay, and there's a bunch of body parts here. Alright, that's Leshy's card. It doesn't let me back into the cabin. Interesting, interesting. Okay, here's all the people... Okay, because when he takes a picture, it still leaves people's body. It just takes away their... It just puts their soul in the card. But I guess Leshy really was just a soul. He's some kind of magical being that he could be put into the card in its entirety. Guys, I got the new game button. We can finally start a new game. It's gone quiet in here. Do I have to look at Leshy's card? Guys, I can't see. Am I stuck in here now? Interesting. Well, we have the button, right? So theoretically, if we go back to the menu... Right? Right? We were last saved 30 seconds ago. Ooh, alter deck. That's interesting. Didn't know that was an option. I guess it's not an option because it's grayed out, but yes! New game! New game! New game, guys! Alright, we are gonna get out of Medias Res, I think. I think we're gonna get to see the beginning of this. Begin data wipe, initializing new game, wiping unexpected data, initializing subroutine, purging deck data. Oh, we got a completely different art style here. In the beginning, the world did not know cards. That is, until the day the scribes arrived. Okay, that one's Leshy. That one's the Stoat. Okay, alright, it's the 3 cards and plus Leshy. Each have their own method of inscription to create cards. Grimora used her quill to inscribe the epitaphs of the dead. Leshy used his wildlife camera to capture beasts. PO3 used a particle scanner to copy the CPUs of robots. And Magnificus used his brush to paint his wizard pupils. With the cards created, the scribes had solidified their power. Until one day a challenger arrived to replace one of the scribes. I think that's me. I think I'm the challenger. Yo. Did this just become Anodyne? What the heck? Choose a starting deck to mark your ambition. Okay, and it's based on the 4 scribes. Okay, guys, give me a second. Give me a second to process this. So Leshy and, like, the way he does cards is, like, 1/4 of what this world, this power, this card game is. Okay, so Leshy obviously is the one with the wildlife camera. So I guess Grimora might have been the stink bug. I think that's what it's telling me. PO3, the robot, is definitely the Stoat, because he was turning into a square on his card. Okay, and the Stoat is going to be, like, robot-based, and Grimora is going to be magic-based. Or did it say the dead? It's going to be the dead, and then there was something with pupils, so I guess that one was the stunted wolf. We know the least about the stunted wolf. I didn't have him for very long to get to see his, like, face start to transform or anything. Okay, I can move with WASD. What am I? I'm like a little... Am I a robot? Oh my goodness. I don't know what to pick, guys. Okay, well, I like robots, so I'm gonna pick the robot one. Your ambition is to replace PO3 and become the scribe of technology. Sure. The cards were added to your collection. Okay, is there a way to see my collection? Okay, I can actually use the alter deck tool now. Okay, so we got completely different things now, guys. A completely different thing. Okay, and they come in 4 different sets. Okay, Leap Block will block the opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Okay, so it's kind of like Bullfrog, and I have 4 of them. Here we have 49er. At the end of the owner's turn, 49er will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Okay, so that's a little bit like Elk, though these have different stats than those corresponding cards. Automaton, are you kind of like the squirrels? Okay, I need to have a 20-card deck, I see. Okay. Thick Droid is just a big old 1/3, and Steambot is a 2/2, I guess. What does ×6 and ×5 mean? Oh, that just means how many of them I have in the deck. Okay. Guys, the design of this game... Good question, Carter. Okay, so we got like 4 kingdoms for the 4 scribes. And the bridge is broken to get over to the left 2, so I can only go over to the right 2. Wow. Part of, like, what my brain is doing right now is I'm always thinking ahead to making the videos, and I'm like the thumbnails, because this is going to completely change what cards look like, I'm guessing, but I don't want to spoil in the thumbnails this, like, huge revelatory change. Oh my gosh, you have a gym. Is this like the Pokemon trading card game on GBC? Oh yeah, you're definitely Stinkbug. You're here! Marvelous! I am Grimora, Scribe of the Dead. Until quite recently, I was disgraced. Though I was returned to my former glory with the help of some unlikely friends. If you wish to test your skills against me, you must first prove your wits. You must discern which tomb marks the final resting places of my lovely ghouls. Okay. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, "Eaten by a hungry dog." Okay, okay. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, "Does not hold a grudge." Brrr. Did someone leave the AC on? Brrr. Oh, come on, dude. It's freezing in here. Maybe a heated battle will help. Oh my gosh, guys, Yeah, so we're playing the same card game. Yep, I'm PO3, okay? Yeah, hey, Stoat, if that is your real name and it's not. You picked my starter deck. That means you have to learn to use energy. Do I really have to explain this to you? At the start of each turn, you increase your max energy. Spend it or not, doesn't matter. At the start of your turn, your energy refills to the max. Cool, okay. Get it? Okay, so this is a little bit like the card game in Bug Fables, then. Yeah. Because you're, like, getting points to spend each turn. Okay, so I have 1 energy to use. Okay, this is... Okay, so this is showing our health. This is the bell to end my turn. There's, like, items. I don't know what the items are. So you got a Draugr, which is a thing from Norse mythology, I think, can't be sacrificed. When Draugr perishes, the creature inside is released in its place, but it's a 0/1. So, okay. And then we got a Banshee, which is Irish mythology. Banshee will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. Oh, it's airborne. Got it. Okay, then... So if I play Leap Bop will block. See that? You spent your energy to play the card, but you get it back next turn. Sick of hearing from me? Well, I'm sick of talking. I've got important work to do. You'll see me later. Fascinating. Okay, and this costs a massive 6 to play down. Okay, so now I get 2. Next turn I'm gonna get 3. But I should spend my 2 now, otherwise I'm kind of wasting it. After attacking, skeleton perishes. Okay. Yeah, the UI has completely changed here. So... I guess I should play down... Yeah, my 49er. Though, Skeleton's going to kill 49er, but that's okay because I can play another 49er next turn. Okay, so now I have 1 point. Skeleton collapses into a pile of bones. Okay, I was wondering if it was going to leave a, like, pile of bones card or something. So let's kill the Banshee. And then I don't have another thing to play, so... 49er moves to a new space. I don't know the significance of a 49er. I don't know what that means. I know there's also a sports team called the 49ers. Is that football? I think it's football. I got the 49ers and the 76ers confused. Skeleton collapses into a pile of bones. Okay. We got a Revenant coming in. After attacking, Revenant perishes. That's a lot of your cards, it seems. Okay, Automaton is just a 1/1. That's kind of expensive for that. But I guess I need to get more cards as I go, so... Let's put you over here, yeah. Okay, so I'm slowly gonna build myself ahead here. 49er moves to a new space. Okay, unfortunately 49er is gonna let this thing out. Okay, and now I got 5 to work with, so... Yeah, this is a very different deck. Draugr releases the creature inside. Guys, what am I gonna do about the thumbnails? This looks so different, but I don't want to spoil the game in the thumbnails. But I'm gonna run out of, like, cards from the first part of the game to use. I need to come up with something clever, I guess. Draugr releases from inside. Okay, and it just becomes a skeleton. That's cool. Skeleton collapses into a pile of bones. Alright, then let's, Draugr releases the creature inside. That's okay. Because these are both going to attack and then they're both going to die. Such is the nature of those cards. Skeleton collapses into a pile of bones. Okay, and now I can play a maximum of 6, so I can get this drop out. I don't have any 1-drops to work with, so... That's gonna win the game. Excess damage. Okay, and that gets turned into... money, credit. It's kind of like teeth in Leshy's cabin. You won, but not a... But now I'm a bit less cold. Take a pack. On the house. Cool, this is like the Pokemon TCG RPG. You received a Deathly card pack. Alright, so now we're gonna get some of Grimora's cards to work with, I guess. Okay, Ghost Ship. Oh, and this works off of bones instead of energy. Okay, so there's different resources to think about. Cool, cool. So we got Waterborne. Also, at the end of the owner's turn, Ghost Ship will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil and drop a skeleton in its old place. That's really cool. And it costs 4 bones to play, okay. Headless Horseman. Airborne, also, at the end of the owner's turn, Headless Horseman will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Okay. Banshee. Banshee will strike an opponent has Airborne. Buff Conduit costs 2 energy to play. Other creatures within a circuit completed by Buff Conduit gain 1 power. Okay, so I guess a circuit is who's ever on his left and right. I guess. And Gemfiend. If Gemfiend's owner controls no Mox cards, Gemfiend perishes. What is Mox? What is this symbol? I haven't seen this symbol before. Is that Mox? The cards were added to your collection. You did beat me, so I guess I've gotta fess up. The name's Casey. Casey Hobbs. Oh, that was one of the people who perished in Leshy's cabin. I'm from the tombstone on the left. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, Casey Hobbs, 1970 to winter 1992. Okay, so I think this is a puzzle to fill these in, because... yeah. Okay, eaten by a hungry dog, does not hold a grudge. Okay, maybe it's going to be that Casey froze to death because she's complaining about being cold. It could be a boy. Casey can be a boy's name. Interesting. Oh no. Oh no. Do not look upon me. Do not snarl or sniff. I beg you. If you wish to battle, please, let us get it over with. Okay, so we got Bonehound. When an opposing creature is placed opposite of an empty space, Bonehound will move to that empty space. Yeah, like, it's got Guard Dog. Okay. It's interesting that the, like, keywords aren't there anymore. Okay, so we got a 2-3 to work with. I guess we just gotta place something down to body block. And we got a Revenant coming in. That stinks. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage. So let's, oh, but we can have Bonehound block the Revenant for a turn. So that's cool. Oh, that didn't quite work out, but okay. I guess let's... because we don't want it to move out of the way and take more damage. So let's have Automaton block. Okay, Bonehound's going to kill Automaton. That's just the way it is. I guess let's do this, because Revenant's going to come in, attack, and die. This is going to end up with a completely wiped field, then, because the Revenant and the Skeleton are going to attack, kill my creatures, but then they're both going to die. And the way my deck works, because it's energy-based, I get slowly more powerful over time anyway. Oh, no, because you move out of the way, so actually I'm going to take 1 damage. But I get to keep my 49er. Okay, I got 5 to work with now, so let's get 2 creatures out. Oh, the max it... no, right, because I'm only leading by 2. I need to be leading by 5. Okay, and I'm still getting bones every time a creature dies. So, yeah. And that's gonna be the game. Okay, foils. These are called foils now. Kind of like rare cards. It is over. You chewed me out. Now, please, look away. Turn your eyes to this card pack instead. Cool. Deathly card pack. Okay, so we got our own Banshee. We got a Dead Hand. When Dead Hand is played, discard your hand, then draw a new hand of 4 cards. Cool. Okay. Costs 5 bones to play, though. Then Bonehound. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space... Oh, right. I know what Bonehound does. Okay. Muscle Mage. At the end of the owner's turn, Muscle Mage will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Creatures in the way will be pushed in the direction... And it costs a triangle? Okay, so this must be from Magnificus, his set. And then we got a Grizzly, which is from Leshy's set. So this is the first time we're seeing, like, a traditional card from what we were doing before. So before, we were only using Leshy's cards. The cards were added to your collection. Okay, but that's interesting because I remember when we were watching the sections with the Lucky Carter doing pack openings, he mentioned the names of some cards. He mentioned Mantis God, but he had mentioned some other cards that I hadn't seen in the deck yet. Because he mentioned Blue Mage. That was it. So Blue Mage must be a Magnificus card. I am called Sawyer, and the middle stone marks my grave. Please, do not go digging up my bones. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, Sawyer Patel. I don't remember Sawyer being in Leshy's game, but it probably was. Okay, so let's put Sawyer's epitaph here in the middle. And let's do one more fight, guys. You sifted through the bones and found a card pack inside. Cool. Oh man, I'm gonna spend so much time thinking. Okay, so we got a Hawk here. Yeah, it's got Airborne 3/1 and it costs 2 blood. Then we got Sarcophagus. Will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn. Oh, it evolves, okay. Wonder what it evolves into, a mummy, I'm guessing? Okay, Bonehound cost a lot to play, though. Wow, so we're gonna be mixing a lot of different strategies, because we already had, like, blood and bones, but now we also have energy, and we also have whatever the heck Magnificus's cards are doing, like jewels, I guess? Oh, you're like a pirate. Hark! A living slice of lemon approaches. Bright and trig as a lime. You think you will squeeze a defeat out of me? Okay, so you're gonna start with a bone ship by the look of that? Yeah. Ghost ship, that's it. Bone ship. Ghost ship. Yeah, it's gonna drop skeletons as it goes, and we got this guy who's going to attack for... yeah. So I guess the thing to do will be to body block this. Oh, wait. A hammer. What does the hammer do? I actually don't know what the hammer does. Okay, so we can kill one of the skeletons before it has a chance to attack. Yeah, I think that's good, because even though I'm gonna be down 1 damage then, it's gonna let me get a creature onto the field and start doing work. Okay, but a lot of skeletons are gonna be coming in, and I need to find a way to control this. Yeah, I don't have a way to actually hit the ghost ship because it goes underwater. Okay, skeleton collapses into a pile of bones. The Ghost ship moves to a new space, and a skeleton jumps ship. Okay, I got 4 to work with now, so I guess let's do this because it'll kill skeleton. Ghost ship emerges from the deep. Yeah, so now they're getting all their stuff blocked. This is good because you'll also body block any skeletons that come in. Okay, and I think I only need 1 more point to win this, so... Yeah, so I get some more foils. Cool. Yeah, is the hammer like an item? Can I do something with the hammer? Is it like a tinker's hammer? Like, can I like build up one of my robots like Engineer does in TF2? Hi, you beat the pulp out of me. Firstly, take ye this. You received a deathly card pack. Okay, Sarcophagus, Death Hand, Ghost Ship, Grizzly, and Force Mage. If creature would attack Force Mage, it does not. Oh, that's neat. He has a force field around him. And because ye bested me, with ye I share me secret. Me name's Royal. I's the far right tomb. Here's the headpiece. Alright. Royal Dominguez. Oh yeah, I haven't been paying much attention to the years, but yeah, I guess this guy, like, was kind of alive during the golden age of piracy by the look of it. Okay, dudes. My mind is blown. My mind is breaking. We're gonna have to continue this next time, but first let's, take this epitaph that we found. Hit by a falling piece of ice. Okay, that might be Casey because they died in the winter. And I found a card pack among the giblets and scantings. Okay, there's Revenant. These are pretty good for like a quick hit. Necromancer. When another creature you own dies, it is returned to life and dies again immediately. What? When it dies, it is returned to life and dies again immediately. Does that mean it attacks? Or does it attack at the end of the turn? Or does it just, like, get its, like, on-field effect? Is it, like, good for things that... Is it good for things that have an effect when they appear on the field? Like Ant Queen. Okay, we got a basic skeleton, and we got another automaton and a force mage. The cards were added to your collection. Okay, looks like there's a well I can explore, stairs to go down, a path up here, a path over here. This is going to be an entire dungeon, definitely more complex than the gyms in Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy Color. Is there, like, more official name for that? Because when I say Pokemon TCG, people think I'm talking about the actual card game. So, like, Pokemon TCG RPG or Pokemon TCG GBC. That's what we're playing here. Guys, thank you so much. So stoked for next time. Give me suggestions on what the heck to do about thumbnails for this, because I don't know how to approach this. See you later.